Imagine this. It's a cold January day in 1386 in the quiet little town of Falaise, Normandy. The streets are muddy, the air is sharp, and somewhere out there a pig is about to make history. No, I'm not talking about a royal feast or a barnyard race. I'm talking about a murder trial for a pig. So here's what happened. On that day, a child was left unattended, just for a moment. Nearby, a pig, owned by a local peasant, was rooting around, doing pig things. But then something went horribly wrong. The pig attacked the boy. The child didn't survive. The villagers were shocked. And honestly, who wouldn't be? But this was the Middle Ages, a time when justice and drama went hand in hand. Instead of just getting rid of the pig, they did something wild. They put it on trial. You might be thinking, wait, what? They actually dragged a pig to court? Yep. In medieval Europe, animal trials were more common than you'd expect. If an animal broke the law, especially if it hurt a human, it could end up in front of a judge with a lawyer and everything. They'd treat the whole thing seriously. And in Falaise, this pig was the star defendant. Picture the scene, a gloomy courtroom, judges in robes, townsfolk whispering, and in the middle of it all, a pig chained up in the dock. The pig was formally charged with murder and mutilation. And get this, a lawyer was assigned to defend it. Imagine their opening statement. After the testimony and legal back and forth, the verdict was clear, guilty. The sentence, death by hanging in the public square. And so the pig was led out, dressed in a little tunic, paraded through the crowd and, well, executed. Brutal, right? But this wasn't just about punishment. It was performance, law as theatre. Why go to all this trouble? Medieval logic had its own rules. Animal trials served as a warning and a way to restore order. They showed everyone, humans and animals alike, that nobody was above the law. It let the town grieve together, blame something, and move on. And in a society where religion shaped daily life, punishing the pig wasn't just about justice, it was about cleansing sin, making things right with the universe. And it wasn't just pigs on trial. Goats, bulls, even insects got their day in court. In one case, a rooster was actually burned at the stake for laying an egg. Apparently that was witchcraft. These were real, documented cases, not just punishments, but public rituals to help people make sense of a chaotic world. Eventually, animal trials faded away. By the 1700s, people started to see the world differently. Laws changed, and animals were no longer seen as moral agents. But the story of that pig in Falaise, it's still here centuries later. A bizarre but true reminder of how humans have always tried to make sense of tragedy, sometimes in ways that today seem almost unbelievable. So next time you hear a strange story from history, remember, truth is often stranger than fiction. Subscribe for more tales from the shadows of time. This is the Encyclo's Chronicle Archives, where forgotten stories come back to life.